All right, guys. So welcome to the vlog. It's about 10:45 right now. I kind of spent the morning doing a little bit of work, sending some emails. I did a little bit of filming, but it's time to check out a very cool hike in Cluj, or a walk, I suppose, that basically lets you get a great view of the entire city. But first, we're going to make some breakfast, and I'm actually making some mitite. You can probably hear it sizzling over there. Mitite, one of my favorite Romanian foods. I'm going to be eating a lot of mitite while I'm here. So I'm going to make that quickly for breakfast, get ready for this walk, and then get out there and start showing you guys a little bit of Cluj. Just take a look at that mitite. Honestly, such a good breakfast. And then this cheese is called Cașcaval, which is my favorite Romanian cheese. So if you're here, I definitely recommend going to the grocery store and trying to find it. I'm going to be covering a lot of food in this vlog, I can already tell. I love Romanian food and I'm so excited. So yeah, simple breakfast, but a very good breakfast. And then we'll get out there on this walk. So we just went through the central park, and now we're going to climb some more stairs and get to the other park, but you can kind of see already the view is turning out. So let's keep going. Definitely worth checking out, I think. I'm quite sweaty now, so I'm gonna head back through Central Park and go back to Old Town where I'm staying, but honestly, pretty cool walk. All right, guys, so we just made it back from those two different parks. Honestly, pretty nice walk. It's getting pretty hot here in Romania. It's July 2nd today, so definitely getting hot, and I think it's supposed to get hotter the next couple of days here, but very nice walk. Definitely recommend checking out both the Central Park and then that nice vantage point. I'll put them up on screen somewhere. I don't know how to pronounce the second one. But yeah, I figured I would do a quick little Airbnb tour for you guys, kind of show you where I'm staying and talk about the cost really quickly. All right, so when you first walk in, you actually have the loft up there, which I'll show you in a second. That's where you sleep. Really basic bathroom as well. Nice that it has a washer. But yeah, this place costs about 75 Canadian per night. So honestly, not too bad because I didn't really book it with much notice. But as you can see here, you go into the main area. This is actually quite nice, I would say. You know, you have a basic, simple little kitchen. Ignore the dirty dishes. The element, basic necessities. You know, I got some coffee, got some basic food. There's only one window, which is a bit of a downside. So there's not really any proper ventilation in this place, so my whole house smells like mitite, which is really fun. But the rest of the place is pretty nice. I mean, you got the nice brick, decent little filming area. It's kind of my dual workstation at the moment. That's where I'm working. But yeah, between this and the lights up there, honestly, not too bad. Let me show you guys the loft. Hold on, I have to make sure I don't trip over here. This is the loft. I actually haven't really stayed in an Airbnb that has one of these lofts before, but honestly, I like it. It's nice and cozy. But yeah, decent little spot. Honestly, very fun morning as well. I think I'm gonna work for a few more hours. And then honestly, tonight, I think I might go back to the Central Park. See you then. Alrighty guys, so wrapped up a quick workout, wrapped up the work day, and then I actually had dinner at this nice little restaurant right near the gym. I got more meaty tea, I got a bit of a salad, and I had a really nice local beer. It's Ursus. It's like this bear beer. I definitely recommend trying it out. They have quite a few different kinds. They have like a Pilsner, an IPA, they have a retro, dark, very good beer. But yeah, honestly, very good dinner. That was 57 lei, which is like 13.25 US before tip. I read online that people kind of tip here. It's not expected, but people do tip about 10%, give or take. So yeah, like 14 something, 15 something bucks for a dinner like that was honestly really good. All right, guys, so it's the next day. It is super hot outside, but I just went to the grocery store and I want to share some cost of living with you guys just relating to food and groceries, because honestly, that's been a massive selling point for Romania. So let me show you guys what I got. And this will last me at least 2 days. I have some hamburger, some chicken, bread, I have cherry tomatoes, have some lovely eggs as well. Some of that Kashkaval cheese I mentioned you guys have to try. And then some protein yogurt and cottage cheese, as well as this new oat bar type thing I haven't tried. Now, take a guess. You can let me know in the comments how much you think this would cost or what it would cost in your home country. I don't know if you can see it, but it cost 105 lei, which is just under 25 US dollars. But yeah, like 25 bucks, and this will last me at least 2 days based on how I eat. I eat pretty plainly. I'm a chicken and rice kind of guy, but again, I'm having fun here. I'm having meaty tea, I'm having the different hamburger products, the cheeses, the dairy products, and yeah, pretty affordable. But yeah, guys, today is a very boring day for me. I'm going to get some work done, but tomorrow is when the fun begins because we're going to Corvin Castle, we're going to the salt mines, and we're doing some serious exploring around Cluj, so stick around for that. All right, guys, today is the day. It's about 8:20. We're getting picked up at 8:30, and we are going to Corvin Castle and the salt mines, so let's go. That is by far the coolest castle I have ever seen. Very, very cool.
Sterilizing things, so you should find.
That's so cool. Salt mine. That's crazy. That's so much salt. That is crazy. That's crazy. All right, guys. So it is the weekend here in Cluj. It's finally not raining. It's been raining here the last couple of days. Honestly, been a jam-packed week. I did that tour of Corvin Castle and the salt mines like I would have just talked about in this vlog. But yeah, I've been kind of working the rest of the time here. I've been busy working on my newsletter, so definitely check that out if you guys haven't yet. But I'm going to go to the Botanical Gardens now. There's finally nice weather here, a bit of sunshine, so I think I'm going to go there. I might go to one of the museums here, and then later on, I plan on getting some authentic Romanian food from a very highly rated restaurant. So definitely excited for that. And yeah, I figure we'll do that and then probably wrap up the vlog. This is incredible. Alright guys, it has been a busy couple of days, and I'm going to wrap up this Cluj vlog just by kind of talking about what I've been up to for the last few days, because I'm heading somewhere new over the next weekend and I won't be here anymore, so definitely want to wrap up the vlog. But yeah, I'll put some footage up on screen of the tour I did. It was one of the coolest tours I've done in a very long time. Corvin Castle is a must-see if you come to this part of Romania. It is one of the coolest medieval castles that I've ever seen in my life. The architecture was amazing, and it was also really cool learning about the Hungarian history in the area and just the history of that part of Transylvania in general. And again, just such a breathtaking view and castle to take in. Now, I actually booked the tour with Get a Cluj Tour, and my tour guide and the woman who owns the company is named Geta, and she was honestly awesome, guys. Like, it was such a nice tour. She knows so much history. She picked me up for my Airbnb. We drove out there, and it was honestly such a great tour. So if you come to this part of Romania and you want to explore Transylvania or take more really nice guided tours, I definitely recommend going through her, and I'll put her website in the description as well so you guys can check it out. But yeah, we went to Corvin Castle first in the morning before it got too hot and too busy, and then afterwards we stopped at another town called Alba Iulia. This was honestly a very picturesque little town, and the main square is honestly so beautiful, and it's apparently a really important place for Romanians for just the amount of history it has. The region was actually settled by the Romans, so tons of ancient history, and the town center is just so beautiful. Like, it's really nice walking around, and it actually has two churches right in the town square. One is a Catholic cathedral and one is an Orthodox cathedral. So it's kind of cool. Like, you get to pop into one and see how it's designed, and then pop into the other and see the very stark contrast there. Honestly, it was a really nice tour. And if you're coming to this region, I definitely recommend going to Corvin Castle, at least if you can only pick one activity in the region to do. But yeah, other than that, it's been so chill. I found a really good gym in the town center. It's called Stay Fit. I definitely recommend going there. The parks have been so nice. Walking by the canal has been lovely as well. And I've been trying even more awesome Romanian food. I went to one place called Casa Vece, and I definitely recommend checking it out. And they have so many great Transylvanian dishes. Like, I got this one that's basically a bean stew served inside a loaf of bread. It is so delicious, and definitely something you should try as well. Of course, I had more mitite as well, because that is one of my favorite Romanian dishes. And guys, at Casa Vece, you also have to get the papanaș, which is a really well-known Romanian dessert. But yeah, overall, I've had such an amazing time in Cluj, and I'll just quickly sum up this video with some of my thoughts on this area and why you might want to visit it if you're in Romania. And I'll start out by saying that Cluj is a very young, vibrant, and active city. You can tell it's a university city, and it's just nice. Like, you walk around and the parks are full of people getting active. There's young families walking around, even older couples are in the parks enjoying the scenery and being outdoors. It's a very lovely place and a very nice vibe. Pretty much everyone speaks English as well, and certainly if you're going to any kind of service-based business, they will pretty much all speak English. And again, because it's a university town, there's actually people from all over Europe here, so you can meet all kinds of interesting people. Again, it's not super touristy, so for most people, I would recommend coming here for a couple of days, and you can really use it as a base to explore other parts of Transylvania. For example, you could come to Cluj and then do some cool tours, like going to see a different part of Transylvania, or going to see the Turda Salt Mines, or Corvin Castle, and you could then head to another couple of interesting places in the general area. And guys, overall, it's been a very lovely time here, and I definitely recommend coming to Cluj if you're in Transylvania. But yeah, that does it for the Cluj vlog. I hope you guys have enjoyed. You can let me know in the comments as well if you want to see more vlogging content. Like I said, I'm packing my bags in the next couple of days and I'm taking off, so I do have another vlog coming. I'm not going to tell you guys where it is, but I think you guys will enjoy. But yeah, that does it for the Cluj vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.